Instructions. Solve the following linear system of equations. First equation, I'm going to number it. 4x plus 8y equals 20. Then the second one is negative 4x plus 2y equals negative 30. Okay, these two equations are in standard form. The x's are lined up, the y's are lined up, and then the random number is lined up as well. Okay, and to use this elimination method, what we need to do is have something like this happen. We need to have some numbers that are the same but opposites, because we want to cancel out a variable. That's the whole purpose of elimination. So for example, you want to look at your x's or look at your y's. If you notice here, we have on the first equation we have 4x, and on the second equation we have negative 4x. They're the same numbers but opposites. This situation is what we want, okay? Because I saw some of you do this and now you can finally do it, is you're going to add these two, okay? You're going to add the x's, you're going to add the y's, and add numbers. Here is, well, if you were to add these two, this one and this one, these two would cancel out, because 4x minus 4x is 0, so you don't have any x anymore. Then you add this one, 8y plus 2y, well, that's 10y, and that equals 20 minus 30 is negative 10. Okay, so I'm going to stop real quick. This is the first step, and this is the main step right here. This is the most important one. Is the first thing you need to do is find an x or y from the two equations that match up. Okay, this one's positive, this one's negative. They're the same numbers, same but opposites is what we want. And so when we add them, we canceled it out, and we add the other two like that. And now as you can see, we only have one variable, and we can solve for it real easily, hopefully, by just dividing 10 like that. Then you get y equals negative 1. Okay? But just remember, we're not done. We're looking for an x, y, but we know what our y is. Our y is just negative 1, like that. And now we can find our x by just substituting negative 1 into whichever equation. I might as well finish the problem. I'm going to do it for number 1. 4x plus 8y equals 20. And then we just go 4x plus 8 times negative 1 equals 20. Solve the rest. You will get, I'm going to skip some steps. I apologize if you don't understand what's going on. But x equals 7. So then your answer would be 7, negative 1. Okay? All we had to do was look for a variable that had the same but opposite numbers. Okay? I'm going to do one more example, but this is the whole process pretty much. Okay? One more example. Here we go. Same problem. Says solve the following linear system of equations. You can do whatever you want. We're going to be using the elimination method to find a solution, x comma y. Okay? The first equation says, or is, that's a 1, sorry. Let me erase that, hold on. I can't deal with that. First equation, second equation. First equation is negative 4x plus 9y equals 9. And then second equation is x minus 3y equals negative 6. Now, compare and contrast. First problem, we had them all lined up. Okay, we have it too. Same thing, nothing wrong there. But in here, we had a number. We already had two, like the x's that were opposite signs, but the same number, which is what we wanted to cancel them out when we add them. Right here, if we were to add them, we don't have, nothing was going to cancel out. Negative 4 plus x would be negative 3. 9 plus negative 3, 6. So if we were to add them, nothing would happen because they don't cancel out. So, but however, this is math and we can do whatever the hell we want pretty much. We can make it so that we have a situation like this. Okay? And so what we can do is make it so we can have the two numbers be the same. So what we're going to do is I'm going to mess around with this bottom equation. And I'm going to, you can choose whichever variable you want. You can make the 4 with the x's or the y's, whichever one you want. But I'm going to do the y's. So I'm going to make it so the y's, when I add them, they're going to cancel out. Okay? So now it takes a little bit of thinking. But you got to think about, okay, this one, let's do purple for now. This one is negative 3y. This one is positive 9y. So if I were to add them, they're already going to cancel out. So I got to make this 3 into this 9. Okay? And the only way we're going to is by multiplying. So what I'm going to do is, in order to make this 3 into this 9, I got to multiply this by 3. Okay? But just like we've been doing for all the other problems, if you multiply this by 3, you got to multiply everything by 3. Okay? Because I want this to be negative 9. So when I add them, they're going to cancel out. So in order to do that, I got to multiply this by 3. Okay? So let me get rid of that mess. Here's what I mean. Parentheses times 3. So I'm multiplying everything by 3. So when I do that, I'm going to get 3x minus 9y equals negative 18. Okay? This is totally legal, so don't trip. But now what I can do is add these, just these ones, this one and the new equation. Okay? So then what you have is negative 4x plus 3x, negative x. Then negative 9 minus 9 cancels out. That's what we wanted. And then we have 9 times negative 18, or plus, sorry, would be negative 9. Okay? So all I did was multiply it so I can get it so it cancels out. What I could have done is also multiply it by 4 and cancel out the x's. It doesn't matter. I would have got the same way. Okay, but let's just continue on. Negative x equals negative 9. I want to divide that by negative 1. And then x equals 9. So then the first part of our solution is 9. And now we got to find what y is. But then all you got to do is plug in 9 for your y. And if you were to do that, might as well finish the problem. Oops, sorry. Wrong one. Actually, that's good. 3y equals negative 6. Plug in x for there. Now to get 9 minus 3y equals negative 6. Negative 3y equals negative 15. And y equals 5. Skip some steps, but you can do that on your own, I believe. I trust you. In any case, our answer is 9, 5. Okay? This is the most complicated part right here. I understand that. But just remember, what we're trying to do is make it so you have a situation like this. Same number but opposite signs, so that when you add them, they cancel out. Okay? And so what I did here is I made it so I can cancel it out. This equation is pretty straightforward because I already gave it to you, and some problems are like that. Okay? But there you will run into problems where you have to manipulate your equation in order to get what you want. Okay, this is the hardest one you're gonna get. Problems like this. Okay? But again, you're gonna have these slides annotated. If you don't want to watch this video, it's fine. It is what it is. But if you have any questions, let me know. I'm here for you. But if not, I am done with this video. Thank you.